So these are probably one of the most secure bullion coins in the world, yeah?
I would say so. I mean, I don't know of another one that has that as of yet.
Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new.
Today we're talking about the Canadian silver maple leaf coins. And Harry, you own the coin shop here. Are these a popular bullion item for you?
Yeah, they're huge for a couple of reasons. They're attractive. They are made by a neighbor of ours to the north, and they're denominated $5 Canadian, but still $5 as opposed to the U.S. Silver Eagle, which is denominated $1, so that in the highly unlikely event, if silver went to nothing, it would still be worth $5 in Canada as legal tender. So it gives it a little bit more respectability than having, say, a lower denomination on that coin.
And also these are a little bit more pure. So the Canadian silver maple leafs are 4 nines fine, and a lot of other bullion coins, whether it be the Britannias, the Libertads, the Eagles, those are only 3 nines fine. So does that give them a little bit of an edge?
There's an element of our customer base that likes that, but honestly, it's, to me, just marketing, because yes, it is 1/10,000th more pure, but what are we talking about here? I think it's kind of a gimmick myself. It's not a bad thing, but I don't think it's a particularly positive thing. It's just, okay, it's got another 9.
The industry standard is just 3 nines fine, so anything extra.
Yeah, fine silver is considered 3 nines. 4 nines or 5 nines, I think there's a few out there that even have that. It's just one-upmanship.
It doesn't affect the price at all?
Not here, no.
Here's the thing that I do like about the maples. You know, relatively around the same amount of money, you get that extra 9 of fine silver. But, you know, starting in 2014, you do get that extra security feature of the rays that a lot of companies that try to replicate these and make the fakes can't get.
So not only do they have the radial lines, but they also have the little micro engraving of the leaf.
Yes.
So that makes it just harder to counterfeit, right?
Yeah, so it's an extra security feature that you get, you know, for the same amount of money, going with, like, for say, a Krugerrand or something.
So you think you would probably trust them more than a Krugerrand?
I would.
And isn't the year inside the micro engraving? If you look at a loop.
Oh, is it?
On the coin.
Oh, that's interesting.
We should look real close and see.
I believe it is.
So this is considered a micro engraving, and it's got a little 22 on it. So, wow, I did not know that. So these are probably one of the most secure bullion coins in the world, yeah?
I would say so. I mean, I don't know of another one that has that as of yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to counterfeit those. This is a counterfeit maple, and look at the lines. I mean, the whole thing looks hokey.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that it's way different than this.
And by the way, something I learned from Adrian, an awful lot of the Chinese fakes come in these plastic airtight type holders to keep you just that much further away from the actual coin. So when you're buying bullion, if they start out in a holder like that, put your antenna up, something could be wrong.
So there probably aren't very many good fakes of the maples out there. So they're definitely trusted, and they do have that $5 face value. So
yes.
Would you say these are probably one of the most popular coins at the shop?
Definitely. Eagles are most popular, but then probably Maple's second.
Close second? And you guys sell them for a little bit cheaper than the Eagles, right?
Yeah, typically they're $1 or so less currently.
So that's just a better deal. You can get more silver for your money.
There again, that's another reason why they're very positive.
Brandon, I want to ask you about the milk spots. We have some of the older maples here, and it's pretty obvious that they're not the same quality as the new ones. Do customers care if they're all milk spotted?
9 times out of 10, I think people care about that. It doesn't look very good. I always say stick to 2018 and up. I don't think I've ever seen a modern maple after 2018 with milk spots on it.
So the mint started doing something in 2018 that was different?
The mint shield. So they started treating the planchets before striking them, and in turn getting rid of the milk spots.
So now the quality is better than before?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, you hardly ever see them on the maples now.
Yeah, one thing I actually heard was that on the old maple leaves, because they were all milk spotted, people kind of looked at that as a security feature, and they said, oh, well, if it has milk spots, it must be real, right?
That's exactly what I was
Yeah, it's a security feature of sorts, but it's not a very attractive one.
Yeah. So it does lower the value, you think, a little bit?
It does, in the sense that if I sell all the maples, those will be the last ones sitting there.
Yeah.
Because they're ugly. And sometimes I end up sending them to the refiner just to get melted.
So you want to get the ones that are 2018 or newer, with the mint shield technology if you don't want the milk spots, right?
Yeah, then you're safe. You'll never see milk spots, as Brandon said, after that date.
And the security features started in 2014, so there was a little bit of overlap where they had the security features and milk spots. You get the
Right.
double security.
Yeah, I guess so.
What are we looking at here, Adrian?
Yep, so they usually come in, well, they always come in a box of 500. There's 25 maples per tube. Comes in a nice compact box. I do like how it's nice and small. It fits in a safe very well. I mean, I do like the way that they store.
Yeah, so you could buy either a whole monster box of 500, or you could buy a tube of 25, or you could just buy the individual coins.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I really do like the tubes because it's just, 25 to a tube, and just like that they take very small surface area and
Yeah, look at that.
they fit nice and tight in there.
So the maple is actually the reverse of the coin. The obverse, or the front, used to have Queen Elizabeth, but then it actually recently changed over to King Charles. Do you know when they switched over?
It was in 2024. So usually when one passes, the throne to the other, they want them to be looking at each other. Because think about if you had the country, this person passes and now this person's leading, it's like they look like they're mad at each other. Or something.
Oh, yeah. So they probably did do that on purpose.
Yes.
What do you think, Harry? I know you've said in the past they're your favorite. Are they still your all-time favorite?
They're my favorite bullion coin. I still prefer buffalo rounds if I have to choose. However, choosing a coin, I would choose a maple over an eagle or a Krugerrand or anything else because it's our neighbor and because of the $5 denomination.
So overall, you approve them for stacking.
Absolutely, I do.